Just don't, like, you can make do with some bad knuckle sets. There ain't a damn thing you can do about getting bad doors.
It's very true. I mean, with Scoop Skip, too, the RNG is better because you either get it or you don't.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you don't get it, then, well, I mean, you know, it's a 50-50. You either get first or you don't.
You know, Scoop Skip, even a bad Scoop Skip can sometimes lose you time, though.
This also goes for non-scoop skipping, but just ignore the finer details. We're getting underway now. Here we go. Amy's story kicking us off for the first round of the grand finals of the KAG tournament. Let's see these guys in action. I'm very excited. I can hardly even contain myself.
Yeah, getting started already. Alpha creaming. Niczur also creaming, but getting a little bit stuck in the wall. It's Alpha lining up, getting right side first try. Niczur as well. The hub world movement has been extremely optimized and played super well already.
Oh, it's just lovely little hammer flip there from Alpha. Interesting. It's really incredible because personally, as a runner who's probably at like a decent enough level in these categories, but definitely like nothing special like these guys are, it's going to be pretty fantastic to see a lot of the things that these guys are going to pull off. And what are we expecting? A double castle skip here? Because
double castle skip, absolutely. There's no way they both don't go for it. I would be shocked to see one of them even back up to mirror. They know how much of a deficit they'd be in by going for that. Now, Alpha. Wow. The RTA sync on castle skip.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
No! No!
Coming back.
Okay, smart. Gunning the speed.
He does make it.
Worth it 100%. So much better than failing.
So, an unfortunate early disadvantage for Alpha there. Did almost everything right, just at that last little bit of castle skip, which can cause a lot of trouble. But Niczur with an early lead.
Knowing to back up, though, that's the level of execution and decision-making you're going to see in this tournament. Because had he fallen down and went for that and just, like, risked it all and failed castle skip, he would have probably ended up being 20 to 30 seconds down, and that's if he continued to play perfect beyond that. He saved 100%. Himself from a significantly worse disadvantageous point. He's still behind, of course, but this is much, much easier to catch up on. That being said, Niczur, not one to be trifled with. Every second like that's going to matter a lot, especially when you're already down a game.
I was going to say, have we seen anybody get, like, Hedgehog Hammer screwed in this entire tournament?
That's just not nice to say to me.
Wait, have you? Wait.
Yes, I failed it.
I had no idea. I was like, a double upgrade skip from
Niczur getting both of which going through. Niczur starting off Hot Shelter fantastic with the elevator clip and the door clip.
Alpha 2 nicely done with the elevator there and getting through the door easy as well. Some quick spinning there from Niczur. He's obviously been watching you in those channels recently.
Yeah,
That's
he's been
fantastic stuff.
Been labbing the spins.
Alpha with some equally quick spins here, looking really good, both runners so far in Hot Shelter. Ooh. Which, again, is another one of those stages that can be so decisive, just how many things you've got to nail.
A 38-second Act 1 from Niczur, that's borderline inhuman. But Niczur going really slow, barely catches that. Still a nice-looking left side with a few micro-adjustments to keep things safe. Just, that was very scary from Niczur, but still making it through. As Alpha with an equally good left side so far, a little cleaner.
Oh, gorgeous from Niczur. Let's have a look as he comes up towards the puzzle room now. I'm imagining he's going to nail this coming at it full speed. Does so straight through that gap. I see Alpha missed the door skip there, unfortunately for him.
Oh, he's going to be lining up for pasta now as Niczur climbing up the wall. Nice hammer flip.
Alpha
nice pasta from Alpha. Good wall run, but does get stuck at the door. Is going to finish with a 139 in Hot Shelter. Oh my god.
That's just ridiculous. And Alpha hasn't even done too badly himself either. But,
no. Oh, no!
Did he get the backup?
He got the backup. He got the backup. Does not get the wall run. Still gets through really quickly, though. Finishing with a 151, also in inhuman time on Hot Shelter.
Absolutely.
But that 20-ish odd seconds that Niczur saved in Hot Shelter are going to be... They're going to feel insurmountable for a while, but Amy's story still does have one nasty little trick up its sleeve.
Yeah, for sure. Alpha not being left in the dust by any stretch of the imagination, but Niczur is playing with a lot of style. That Hot Shelter was something special for sure. And we saw a little difference there in what'll happen when you play Amy first. A filled up pool.
Yeah, whenever you play Amy first, the pool is filled up, so you do have a slightly different line to go through.
Speaking of lines, we're going to see Niczur go across the jungle now in a very direct line. Nice little bit of wordplay there. Nailed it. So here we go.
Oh, gets
jumping
it
off
down
rocks.
slope. Nice. Very, very good line from Niczur. As he finishes up the jungle extremely clean. Alpha entering the jungle himself. Great landing.
This is going to be the oh-so-crucial stage, perhaps for both runners. What are those doors going to say, basically, is the question.
And Niczur did not opt for the final leg early entrance, which could have cost him maybe 1 second. I wouldn't typically call out small optimizations like that, but this is grand finals. Every little bit is going to matter. We've seen some races yes, that's what I'm talking about. We've seen some races get down to where they were less than 5 seconds apart. Niczur failing banana clip.
I was just going to say, yeah, the namesake. The banana man cannot hit the banana clip. Let's see what Alpha can pull off then.
Everyone in this tournament can't hit anything that's named after them. That's so sad. It's always tough.
Named after me. But here we go, Alpha.
Oh, Alpha not getting it either.
So this is out. So potential big bit of time save there that Alpha could have had. Unfortunately, not going his way. We're gonna both see these guys taking this route here now, and it might be a big moment with these doors. Let's see how things go. Alpha styling with these boxes.
And IGT is slightly in a Niczur favor. He is 2 seconds ahead as of the timer, and also just ahead in general. Niczur taking the right to left side, the Japanese route.
That is one door down.
Door 4, so it ends up being door 2.
Is that pasta door, I think of it?
That would be pasta door.
There's a whole lot of pasta.
There's a whole lot of pasta in this tournament.
A whole lot of pasta, a whole lot of sauce. So here we go, Alpha. Can he maybe get first door and just snatch a little bit of time save? It's not first door. Maybe he can at least get second
door. Okay, no one loses time on final leg. That's honestly what you like to see in a race.
100%, yeah. That's what you like to see.
Bad Nick being a little weird, but a 131 on final leg is about better than you can expect, really, in a race scenario without banana clip.
I'm wondering just what kind of pace Nick is on here for this Amy story, because there hasn't really been a lot of problems other than, you know, missing out on that banana clip, as you said. It'll be a really impressive time.
Leaving jungle at what I can imagine to be around 8:30 through.
Here we go. Let's find out as Alpha makes his way up towards these treetops now. And a little bit earlier, around, well...
Yeah, 8:32. Yeah, 8:32 jungle exit from Niczur looks fantastic. As Alpha only reaching the ladder at 8:45, there is a slow but sure growing lead for Niczur. But, you know, we are just now finishing up Amy's story. There's still so big of hurdles left.
Absolutely. And I mean, if Alpha can stay, within 20, 30 seconds even, maybe you could say, a push of Niczur leaving Amy's story, or leaving whichever story comes next, then he's still in a good position, because, as we said, that Knuckles RNG can be so all over the place. And I think Niczur there with 9:14 leaving?
9:14 leaving Amy's story. What a ridiculous time.
Incredible, really. That's just, you would almost say typical of Niczur. You know, it's just how good this guy is. But here we go, we're going to see the gap. It's a little more than 20 seconds. It's around about 25 9:45, I make that?
Yeah, 9:43 from Alpha.
Well, here we go. Let's see now. We're in the RNG territory, folks. Let's see what we got going on. A nice blue ping early on here for Niczur. It's that piece there. It's funny, I've come from SA2, so we usually have names for these pieces, but I just need to go, oh, it's this piece, oh, it's that piece. So if you've got any of this knowledge, let me know.
Yeah, this is the back balcony piece that Niczur just grabbed, as he's now flying around for the Badnik piece back there. That was great execution on that pretty gross set. It wasn't the worst, but it's not really what you're looking for. Is Alpha opts for left side. This is a gamble.
That's a big gamble, and it's not looking especially like it's paid off.
Does end up having to come back here anyway, though, for one of his pieces. Where are those other two?
Well, one of them's going to be on this balcony here, so piece. Alpha is losing a little bit of time here in Speed Highway. That's just some unfortunate RNG. Took a gamble, but even if he had gone the initial direction, I don't think he would have made up much time, if any at all. And
a ludicrous casino set.
Hello.
That's an IL set.
God. Oh my word. Well, I mean, it doesn't get much easier.
Casino. It doesn't get much better than that, for sure.
Well, we were talking about how RNG can swing things, and
that's
it's
not
swinging
fair.
Far away. It's swinging far away from Alpha right now. Oh god, I mean, can he get anything even close to that? Is what I'm going to wonder.
There is another IL set, but yeah, that's not it.
This ain't looking too super, but the early pings are coming out. Let's have a look here. He's gotten this piece in here, which requires the clip, so it's again going to be a little bit of distance. Probably somewhere around 10 seconds or so.
Pirate ship piece, 19-second casino, not bad at all.
Not 10. Here we go.
Now Niczur, definitely one of the people capable of getting a perfect Chaos too. Does get hit though, which is going to maybe lose him a little bit of time, and a 10:46 as not really. That's 10 milliseconds or whatever off of perfect.
No issues whatsoever here from Niczur at all in Knuckles story so far. As we race to get our shovel claws.
Yep. Big cream from Alpha as Niczur now going to grab these shovel claws. Shoutouts. Alpha now lining up for Chaos too.
Yeah, as we can see, that gap is just starting to steadily grow, and, well, Niczur's doing what he does, but Alpha's not doing bad at all so far here. Pretty much everything he's done in Knuckles story so far has been fine enough. Unfortunately, they're missing that hit on Chaos 2, losing him a little bit of time. But yeah, not playing too badly at all is Alpha, but Niczur is really, really on top form right now.
The hardest thing right now, if you're Alpha, is knowing the level of competition you're up against, and knowing that you're probably down at least a few seconds from the small mistakes that have shown up so far, plus Door 2. Not knowing where the opponent is, but knowing your opponent's Niczur is petrifying, I'd imagine. So you've just got to keep trying to play at the top of your game.
Here we go now. Niczur's gotten 2 out of 3 pieces already in Red Mountain. Are we going to get maybe a far back piece here? Maybe something? Nope, we got this close enough piece here, and that is what looks like an 18-second Red Mountain?
18-second Red Mountain from Niczur, which was extremely good, as Alpha throws the Monkey Destruction switch on accident at the Monkey, wasting him a little bit of time.
Oh, Niczur with the digs!
Niczur digging for speed shoes.
Off he goes. And let's see, maybe Alpha can perhaps get some God tier RNG now. Oh, he gets that blue ping nice and early. He's coming down low. Hello, hello, hello. What have we got to
good, really good.
Hello!
That's what you needed.
Oh my word.
That is what you wanted to see if you're Alpha.
That is exactly what you want to see. That's what he needs right now. So a great bit of fortune falls into his lap. And now he's off and on his way. So we have some hope. A flicker of hope for AlphaDolphin. As Niczur begins the great fun that is Chaos 4.
Yeah, Chaos 4, but, never, ever count Alpha out. I would say, once again, the catchphrase of this tournament has been, it's not over until early shot. It's going to be true once again. We've seen some meltdowns and almost seen people lose down to early shot. Again, we have seen races end less than 5 seconds apart, and early shot was the difference maker legitimately.
That would be absolutely insane if anything in Grands comes down to that tight, especially if Gamma's up last. That would be crazy.
Oh, it's definitely possible. As Chaos 4 going on now, Tethys, as a relatively new runner to this game, do you understand how Chaos 4 works?
Kind of. I mean,
break it down for me.
You basically want to like stay away from him, right? So if you're too close, or if you're like in certain positions, he's gonna go sicko mode. And if he goes sicko mode, then that can cost you a lot of time. So what you want to do is just kind of like stay away from him, and then he'll do his attack, and then for like the first 4 hits, it's fine. Once he's done his attack, you can just go chill with him, and then like he'll pop up his head. You just gotta bonk him. But for the final hit, he'll do 3 attacks, and you gotta stay away from him for a while, and then and then he'll come up again, and then you're good. But basically, just stay away from the guy, otherwise you might be in trouble.
Thank you for that detailed analysis of Chaos 4, the most interesting and technical boss in the entire game.
So, as Tails, you just fly around and wait. That's the fight.
That's also the fight with Knuckles, if you didn't know.
Well, I mean, the thing is, though, like with Tails, you have to try to get blue balls.
It's kind of the same with Knuckles.
I've been blue balls in this tournament, so...
Well, skill issue.
Yeah, basically.
As Niczur already grabs the silver key, phenomenal movement with the gold key.
Here we go, so we're gonna have Lost World. Any gentleman's. It could happen. Maybe. Where are we going?
Where is he going? I mean, he's got time.
Excellent. He's just chilling.
It takes a bit for the level to load. He just wanted to hit the gritty for the fans. I appreciate it.
Love to see it. Niczur climbing on up here with speed, at pace, going over these platforms.
Yeah, phenomenal movement.
Not any problem at all for
That was a 10-point for Niczur, which is a really, really good time on this stage.
That's crazy. Absolutely insane stuff. And the thing is that obviously with that skip, it does remove another element. It removes at least one element of RNG, so Alpha really needs to hope for a sky deck here to get himself comfortably back into this. But that said, he's not a million miles behind right now.
No.
1738 upon that Niczur death there, so I'm gonna just try and keep that in mind and think about whereabouts Alpha ends up here.
You know, but that being said, every single second feels like a million miles whenever you're in this seat. The Grand Finals.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a hard place to be, Grand Finals.
Sure, especially if you're in a losing position, I imagine like stress can get to you. So I think Alpha's around about 33 seconds behind. That's the difference between a crazy sky deck and a very, very bad one, you know? It's not impossible yet. Throw a scoop skip in there, you know?
You know, also, with a few minor mistakes as well, and just assuming a whole cleanup, that is 3 failed early shot tries compared to 1 first try as well.
There you go. Let's have a little look and see how this goes.
It's going to be a Niczur with a perfect swoosh right in.
Let's have a look then. So, we have a ping here, so Niczur's going to be tilting the ship back. Does miss the grab at the first time. Coming on in and collecting that there piece. Resets now. Any pings down here in this lower area? None to be seen. He's climbing on up. Got his second ping. Has he gotten...
That looks like a cage piece.
I think it is. He's clipping out, or he's trying to clip out with this method.
There we go.
He's out of bounds. But this is the signs of something good for Alpha, potentially, depending on just how much things swing here. Niczur is going to have to start looking around now. As
he's got to go for the top for his... He has to go to the top for his piece 3.
Okay, so what's that? A 38 as Alpha is getting these pings. Going to have to climb up here. This one's in a little bit of an awkward position.
But that is still a better set. Yeah, a 21-second sky deck. That's a big catch-up.
Huge catch-up, really. That's around about 17 seconds difference, I think, between the two. So that's exactly what Alpha needed there. As
Alpha...
we come towards the conclusion of Knuckles' story. Go ahead.
All of a sudden, this is so much closer. As Niczur exiting the past, as Alpha gets there, they are roughly like 2 cutscenes away from each other. In this game, that's not that big of a time.
It's a huge ketchup there.
Yeah, no mustard.
On Alpha's burger. He likes it saucy. And that's exactly what we're being served here.
Yeah, this has been some absolutely saucy gameplay for sure. As Niczur is first up to freeze the frog.
KL6 coming right up. Big fan of the track that plays in this fight.
Down, 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 down. That's really good.
Jamming. It's very jamming. But speaking of jamming, not a single problem here for Niczur in this fight. Clutches that their final ice bomb throw. That was a little tight by me. But Niczur knows what he's doing. And here we go.
2042, leaving Knuckles' story.
And Alpha is going to be 21 flat.
Even.
So that makes about 18 seconds difference. That's not bad at all. That's a nice Skydeck catch-up from Alpha. And as you said, early shot, it could decide some stuff here. Anything could happen. But there we go!
An amazing scoop from Niczur.
Love that. And let's see if Alpha can replicate.
Niczur has a lot of respect for Alpha. He's going to be trying his hardest and going for everything to try and keep his lead. As Alpha tries and goes for it, but doesn't quite get the clip for Scoop Skip. Doesn't quite get the thing stuck. It's so weird.
It's a very weird skip. I don't understand how it works. Somebody more smart than I probably does. But you know what? That's why we're on Grand Finals, because none of us have any idea what's going on.
I actually do have an idea what goes on with Scoop Skip, but anyway, as Niczur
don't out us like this. We need to maintain the illusion.
That's the reason they're down there and we're out here. As Niczur blasting Beta, no bounces.
Love to see that. I think, am I right in saying that each bounce loses you roughly a second?
Yeah, about roughly a second.
First you scoop and then you skip, as put so eloquently by Mr. Nimothy Nim puts.
Where would we be without our pillar of the community?
Speaking of pillars,
speaking of pillars,
Coast.
The pillars do come for us all as we line up. Niczur absolutely going to be going for fast pillars. Of course, there was no question about it. Hitting it probably while checking his phone with his other hand. He's really, really good at Gamma Story. But Alpha, a Gamma Story veteran himself.
Let's have a look then as Alpha comes up towards these pillars as well. Jumping on one, jumping on two, and
amazing fast pillars. As Sonic the Hedgehog is added to the list for Niczur.
Maybe that will be a gentleman's. But some people could have agreed to just fire up Sonic 1.
It's so good. I love Sonic 8-bit. I also love that.
You were a fan of the Master System games before this.
They are good. Let's go. Peak Fiction has been added to AlphaDolphin's library.
Fantastic. Peak Fiction.
both of our runners are now going through the straight line challenge.
I do love the straight line challenge. I also love the challenge where you have to jump a bit. Here it comes. Any second now.
Jumping a little bit from Niczur.
Oh, hell yeah.
Platforming complete.
So there we go. Coming on through, gets the hover disc, and we're back to Hot Shelter, which...
Hover disc? That's a new one.
Hover... What's it called again? Jet Booster.
Jet Booster. I almost called it the hover nozzle again.
The jet
nozzle.
No! Ooh! Okay, alright.
Niczur failing the cliff. That's, minor, but could end up being huge if Alpha has a clean entrance.
A little tiny bit, but here we go. Alpha coming on up now.
So clean!
Alpha's out cleanly. That is clean as it comes. That is like a shining window in the summer breeze. That's Alpha for you. Just
Niczur, trying to make up every little second he can in his Hot Shelter. His line here has been amazing. Does not opt for wall ride. Goes for wall run.
Here we go. That was a clean wall run, and we're going right side. Of course we are. At this level, it's all we're going to see.
He's so high. That's obviously going to clip. That looked amazing. Fantastic lineup from Niczur as Alpha falls.
Alpha misses out on the first attempt, but back up quickly enough and not being left too far behind here, thankfully.
Yeah, I saw this from Alpha earlier. He has the nastiest right side angle. does not move in the air at all. Alpha's right side is textbook. It is so clean. Entering into the Zeta fight.
So yeah, it looks like Alpha is basically a Zeta fight behind near enough right now, plus that animation. Alpha does miss that.
It's not the cleanest Zeta fight in the world, but it is still a good one. Gamma peeking at the camera. Oh no, he's gone.
There he goes. But here we roll now. Oh, Niczur?
Yeah, he showed back up.
Going before... Oh, Niczur goes for Red Mountain before fighting Sonic.
Yeah, he does not fight Sonic first, which may end up being a slight time loss compared to Alpha. We'll have to see. You know, I'm not sure.
Interesting. I don't think it's going to be major either way. But,
no, it's not.
Here we go. Because Niczur clipped out very cleanly there in Red Mountain, which is one of those trickier clips. Or so I tend to find.
Oh,
no
Epsilon leaps as Alpha is now going to set up for his very bizarre way of clipping out of Red Mountain.
Oh,
he doesn't do it like the rest of us. He kind of rubs his face up against the wall and is going to jump. He doesn't stand on the rocks. He's weird, but it works. It's like he gets this weird one where sometimes he kind of jumps sideways and just like lines up with the rocks, but he does it so fast it looks like the same way everybody else does it. But sometimes you can just catch the way he clips. It's so weird, but it's so fast.
It works. As long as it works, it works. But speaking of working, Epsilon is putting in this work right now, jumping a little bit.
Yeah, it is leg day for him, jumping for both.
Flying on over towards Delta. Nice clean Windy Valley clip there, not a problem at all. But yeah, not showing any signs of slowing down here. If anything is going to happen, you've got to think it's going to be early shot at this point, and it would have to be some level of early shot, because at some point you just cut your losses with that, right?
Yeah, after the second try, you probably shouldn't try for early shot anymore. With that being said, Niczur, one of the strongest players to ever play this game, once he finishes his flags, he might just early shot immediately.
Of course, can always happen. But even if it didn't, I think even with like 2 failed early shot attempts versus a successful first try from Alpha, what are we looking at there in terms of difference being made up? I mean, Alpha's probably more than, like, around about maybe 40, 50 seconds behind now, I want to say.
Maybe so, yeah. That fall on Hot Shelter and the slightly worse Zeta fight, those two things are so big. But once again, we do have to remind ourselves that Niczur did not fight Sonic. Just now getting around to that.
So here we go. We're off and on our way. And Niczur will be coming straight on down to the skill plane now. Get the Red Mountain, the mountain side that leads to Red Mountain cracked open.
The mountain cracked open for Niczur at 28-29. So we'll be able to compare those once Alpha has cracked open his mountain.
No, I was massive. I completely forgot about the Sonic fight, so I was perhaps much overestimating the gap. It's only about 20 to 25 seconds.
Yeah, 28-53. This is still a very close race. Beta could make the difference.
Let's have
Missile
a look.
RNG.
That crazy Robo.
Missile RNG getting pushed out, first shot. So much can happen that just gobbles up seconds in this fight. Plus that extra tiny little bit of hub world movement.
100%. But Niczur coming on down now. What's he on pace for here? This is pretty incredible.
Oh, he died! Oh! He missed the raft!
Oh, okay. Niczur playing it. I don't even think he played it that risky there. He went for that hover. But
no.
Okay. Suddenly, going into beta, as long as Alpha doesn't play this risky here. Coming on down, nice and safe there. Oh, hello.
Oh,
this is gonna be a close finish. This is going to be a big, close finish.
They are now seconds apart. Like, less than, I want to say, like 12 going into beta.
He does get early shot first try. That's huge for Niczur.
That's so big. Alpha has to as well. He doesn't. No.
Oh, no.
That's probably it.
Is that going to be game? Alpha
but
going
second
for the
try, Alpha.
Get it. Oh, it's going to take a disaster from Niczur now for anything
Really
to
good
happen.
missile RNG, though, on that first hit. No, Niczur could have the worst missile RNG ever and die. Like, anything could happen, but it's gonna probably end up being Niczur. But
here we go.
I would not. The missile RNG for Alpha has actually been criminally good all of a sudden. But Niczur just got the final blast from Beta. It is
fine.
Yeah, it is going to be all but over here unless he somehow misses, which he does not, of course. A 30-52.
Game 1 of Grand Finals goes to Niczur. He extends his lead to 2-0 in this set. But what a clutch finish. Literally less than 20 seconds between the runners. That is
an 11-second difference.
That was crazy. It really almost did come down to really
that much. It's so close. Hello, Alpha.
That was so clutch. Alpha, were you keeping along with that?
Yeah, I just saw it.
Oh, that was a hell of a race to start us off. I mean, good God. What can you say, really? I mean, that's your best time of the tournament so far, I believe?
Yeah, that's the first game won by Niczur in the best of 5. All I have to say is the difference is literally RNG and the wall run.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah.
I saw it from
wow.
And, yeah.
Yeah, Niczur with an insane Casinopolis.
Yeah, the IL set for Casino.
IL set in Casino? Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, I got a close to IL set in Red Mountain, so it's fine, but then Speed Highway was like the worst set you can get, literally, like there's nothing worse than that.
Speed Highway. Oh, Niczur's in the waiting room, let's pull him in. Here we go, he's here. After one round of Grand Finals. Hello, Niczur. Congratulations.
Hello, Niczur.
First man.
Hello.
Yep.
Well, 2-0 up. 1 win away from the whole thing, potentially. Crazy race, but what happened at the raft?
What happened to what?
At the raft at the very end.
Yeah. I basically wasn't watching, like, looking at my screen. And when I died, I was like, oh, I died.
Oh, you weren't looking?
I almost died a second time just after that.
Oh, my word. Yeah, no, it really was clutch. But, yeah, that race had a lot of moments. You both got second, which was good to see, really. It was nice that, like, Amy RNG didn't really swing things too far either way. But no, yeah, what a way to start us off. I mean, I personally kind of want to just get into the next match as quickly as possible. I don't know about you guys.
Niczur, which one do we do now?
What would we said?
I don't remember.
Gamma, Amy, Knuckles.
Gamma, Amy, Knuckles? Okay. Give me a second, I have to make splits.
Knuckles left. Okay.
Gamma, Amy, Knuckles?
Yep.
We're running with that GAK.
That's so freaking
GAK. GAK moment.
GAK!
The GAK tournament.
The GAK.
Alright. Give me a sec. I'm just going to make the splits. Small stories.
And bide our time.
So Gamma, Amy, Knuckles, you said? GAK?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'll have to split manually for this.
What?
Let's go.
The orangey for the end. Yeah. It could be funny.
Could be insane.
You know what, next race you won't get that lucky. Let's go again.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go, that's what I like to hear.
I got the best set on Casino, but the worst on Skydex. That was funny.
Yeah, I got the worst set on Speed Highway, this is the second best set on Red Mountain. This is... And what door did you get on Amy?
Both
door
2.
4.
Door 4, I got door 2,
I got door 4, but I start with the 5. Yeah. So it's like second door.
Let's go. Alright, so it was equal for Amy, I guess, then.
Oh yeah, neither, no banana clips, really.
No banana clip.
Yeah, we kind of suck. Niczur
I
and I both
tried.
suck at the game. We'll try.
You guys
We'll
kinda
try this
suck,
one.
We tried.
Okay, Niczur.
Come on,
This
guys.
one we both get banana clip and a good wall float for the people.
Yeah, easy.
Alright. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
come on.
Sounds good.
Think of the people.
Hey, you wanna hunt Lost World too?
I never learned that, so I'm gonna spend like an hour on Lost
You
World.
could learn
I
now.
don't really want to.
You can always learn right
You
now.
can learn
I mean,
right now.
there's
I never
nothing on the
learned
line,
Lost
you know.
World.
It's just a tournament.
I
like
don't really play this game like that, you know. It's
I'm gonna spend like 5 minutes on Lost World if I do that. Nah, sorry.
Yeah, we should probably get going. But dude, good luck on the second one. You played very well in the first one.
Yep, good luck.
Alright, good luck to both of you. Oh, we need to update Niczur's score count.
Yeah, it's already at 2, I think. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't do the transition.
Let's go.
Because
to
I am
emblems.
streaming at the same time that I am playing.
Sonic the Hedgehog has been added to the collection. Let's get this second race going. So I guess we'll move you back into the focus room, Alpha, and Niczur, you may depart as you please.
Good luck.
Good luck, both of you. See you on the other side.
Thanks.
Okay, so we're back in business. We're rolling. We're rocking. GAK. I didn't expect GAK, but if this is how things end, what a way to finish. Will we see Niczur complete a clean sweep? Will we see Alpha begin the comeback of all time? Who knows? But we're gonna have those answers very soon. We got both of our runners, well, one of our runners at least, ready for that GAK. We've got another one of our runners just preparing himself for the GAK. God, I
The
love GAK.
GAK. It's so gross. Not only does it sound awful, it's probably the most gut wrenching.
Story.
Yeah,
changing
it's the camera switch.
freaking-
Yeah, but there's a reason that CAG is done in CAG order. I'll say that much.
Because it's more appealing to say.
It's just
Imagine if it was just called GAK.
not just because it's more appealing to say, but because Knuckles Amy Gamma, like, you get the RNG out of the way, the major execution in the middle, and then the end with Gamma Story. It's a nice little bow with some mostly muscle memory based tricks. Of course, there's a lot more to it than just that on its own. But Gamma at the beginning, Gamma. I've said this before. I've said this before when other runners have done it. Gamma at the beginning is not. It's very interesting for your mindset. I'll say that much.
I just wouldn't, like... It's weird, right? Put it this way. If you could, like, have a Sonic story run where you could put, like, Twinkle Park and Lost World as the first 2 stages you play, like, and you decided to put them at the end instead, like...
You'd be crazy.
That's a little bit of a crazy person sort of play there. But you know what? I can only respect it. So, this is not how things usually go in this category, but we're on the biggest stage where you may be about to see Niczur be crowned as the first ever KAG20 champion. He's got to do it in style. If he's going to do it here, if he's going to do it now, then why not do it with a GAK? That's all I can say.
Of course. Now, this, of course, being the first annual KAG tournament, this is a very big event, and Alpha definitely does not want to go down 3-0.
No, 100%. I think Alpha. I can see Alpha at least claiming one game here. He played so well in that last match.
Oh, it was 11 seconds apart. Like, it was 11 seconds apart, and Alpha really didn't have any major mistakes outside of, I would say, Hot Shelter and and backing up. If you remember, he had to back up for Castle Skip. So the fact that they were that close together, despite those mistakes, shows the level of consistency that Alpha has. If Alpha can just keep it together for 3 games, which that's a Herculean effort. That's an hour and a half. Like, if he can keep it together for 3 games, I believe for sure it's just going to be hard.
I mean, the thing is, above all of that, is that Alpha's probably come into this with sort of the mindset of, like, being the underdog, so I imagine that Alpha is putting some element of pressure on himself, but he's probably also got that little bit of leeway for himself that it's not expected on him to win, so he's kind of out here playing, but he played insanely well. So, like, within 15 seconds of his PB in that last race. So that's... If we can see, like, small improvements, if we see, a warmed-up Alpha, I can absolutely see him at least claiming a game or two here. But, a little bit of a
falling
slip
down
there.
during the silly platforming.
Nice recovery, though.
Now, Alpha grabbing the, I don't know, circle booster at
where are we going?
250.
Niczur?
Niczur trying to swag, ends up failing a jump, losing him some time.
Alpha actually has the lead.
Clean clip, entering hot shelter at 310.
We saw Niczur struggle with this clip once or twice in the previous match. Are we going to see a recovery this time around? No, not quite exactly as clean as Alpha.
318, it is a 8-second difference right now. Alpha going to have to play really, really well to keep this lead. 8 seconds is so little, especially when you save all the RNG for the end. You people are crazy. How are we supposed to commentate with Knuckles at the end? I'm gonna cry.
Oh no!
But
we saw
falling
this happen
down
in the last race.
No,
can he
he's
recover
gonna get
quick
a
enough
second
again?
try.
Second time of asking.
No!
Oh, no, Alpha!
No, not like
hate
that.
to see that, and now their RTA synced. As Niczur gets up first try. Oh, and the lead swings back the Frenchman's way.
But you can see this amazing line that Alpha has making it through. Just that slight optimization. You can see how Alpha got the RTA lead back with this ridiculous hot shelter line.
Oh, this is gorgeous. This is what we come here for. That's so unfortunate, though, for 2 races back-to-back to have that kick Alpha where it
missing
hurts.
a cannon. Niczur with the much cleaner Zeta fight takes the RTA lead back. The RTA lead tennis is crazy, but don't forget, this is an IGT tournament. Niczur is in the lead by a definitive 6 seconds right now.
Scoop cheering for Alpha in chat. Really giving it his all. The fanbase stands strong.
Alpha doesn't take L's, he's Alpha now.
That's so true. They call him AlphaDolphin. But here we go, Niczur is off on his way. We see that route variation between the two of them once again, and Niczur's cleanly out of Red Mountain there, nice and quick. So no issues so far. We'll see if Alpha, as you mentioned, his funny old setup in Red Mountain.
Works out for him again.
Much difference here. I'm just imagining, like, obviously we spoke about early shot in the last race. This is like early days, early shot. Oh my god, Alpha.
Did you see that optimization when he hit the ground? He maintained the momentum from falling and went right into the clip. That was insanity.
That's absolutely crazy from Alpha there. And here we go, coming on down now. Moving clean. And Niczur? Oh, a little bit of a stutter there. For a second there, I thought that was some sort of crash. Thankfully not.
Niczur taking out Epsilon. Epsilon did not jump for Alpha. Good Red Mountain.
Absolutely fantastic, as they say. Now here we go, Niczur coming on over.
Getting this speed shoe.
I don't know if that makes any difference as you fly, to be honest.
I don't either. I didn't know there was a speed shoe on this level.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure. Like, I think it's purely placebo. I almost feel like he's flying a little faster.
What? Can we get a confirmation in chat?
I feel like that can't be the case, because I feel like we would see it more often if it was. But here we go.
Niczur taking on Delta. Delta has been giving some people some grief in this tournament, but not today, as Delta takes another tumble. Alpha soaring on over to take out Delta himself. You know, this is so close together.
It really is. Gamma is not where this race is going to be decided, though. I think we both know that. Let's have a look here as we get a couple of hops there from Delta for Alpha. Lots of Greek lettering these days.
Yeah, there's just Greek letters everywhere. You know, one day it's
Alpha,
Sigma.
Alpha controlling Gamma on his way to fight Delta, which will lead him to Beta. And
Niczur
here we go. So,
now taking out the blue hog.
yeah, that's not a Greek letter. That's
That's a rodent.
That's Latin, I believe.
Wow, the RTA sync.
Here we go, coming on down. Yeah, that RTA sync is not that much far apart at all. Oh, wow, look at that. Complete sync here, and it's about 5-6 seconds, I think.
It's about 6 seconds from the looks of it, yeah.
That's an early shot, if I've ever seen one.
For sure. Like, first try early shot and some missile RNG could be the deciding factor of who's the winner of this Gamma Story race, but too bad, there's still 2 more to go. Slightly better menuing from Niczur.
Correct. See this death warp now. We won't see a repeat of that raft death, surely. You've got to think that that's just a freak accident.
That had to be, yeah, a one-time thing. There's no way that it happens to either of them again.
Here we go, coming on down. Falling fast, but safely. It is a perfect RTA sync there. Oh my word.
This is so cool to see.
Off we go. Are we gonna... Oh, they're even...
Like, the same line,
at the same time. Oh, pause there for next
Niczur changing the camera.
Oh no, he was changing the camera. Here we go. So early shot for Niczur,
getting the early shot.
Alpha. Niczur is so consistent on that. Alpha is actually not going to reset for a second attempt. Interesting.
That's... I don't know if I agree with that decision, but we'll see if it pays out for him as we go into the next couple stories. You may want to save everything you have for... Yeah, you may not want to lose time and not get it. That's the thing. Early shot's so hard to decide for whenever Gamma's the first story.
Yeah, Alpha is coming back here and getting himself some safety rings now for this assault, which will come his way. Looking like it's not really been too bad on the RNG side of things. Here we go now. So, Niczur about to finish up here, leaving Gamma Story at 950. So, what is the difference going to be here? Probably something around about 20 seconds between the two of them, I think.
Yeah, early shot.
A little bit more than that.
A killer.
Here we go. So
950 to 1012. Yeah.
And here we go. Oh, Niczur perhaps was changing the camera back for Amy Story, I think. And we're creaming.
That would make sense. Good cream skip from Niczur. As he gets right side first try. Alpha, inhuman menuing though when it comes to camera switching.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah, blink and you miss it.
Gonna go for another cream here. Clips through smoothly. Nice and
big
easy.
time creaming. Oh, went for super fast right side. Doesn't quite get it. Does get in though.
Thankfully to see. And we saw Niczur with a pretty flawless castle skip in the last round. Let's see if we can replicate that again here. Here we go, coming on over. Can we make it 2 out of 2? Be amazed if not. That's 1. Step 2 down.
It's looking so clean so far.
Oh, it's almost routine.
Yeah.
It's incredible stuff there.
Right on through.
That's absolutely insane.
27.
This trick, which we see so many runners grind and grind with resets, failing constantly. And we've got this guy who can just do it flawlessly back to back. And we're seeing Alpha also coming up here now. He can definitely redeem himself with that slight little blip in the last race. He has nailed it there. That's 2 perfect castle skips.
You know, these two are neck and neck with Amy's Story right now. That those couple seconds from Gamma Story are making a big difference.
Absolutely, yeah. But it's good to see that Alpha has not been left behind in Twinkle Park there. That's thankful to see. But Hot Shelter's going to be pretty hot. Go right ahead.
Just playing Hutchug Hammer.
Yeah, for sure. He's going for a real high score here.
Oh, Alpha getting the blank text. It saves 1 second.
Oh, he does need to get all those points, though. Alpha is also going for a little bit of a score bonanza here. What have we got? 3,600? No, Alpha, you're throwing it all away.
Oh, there you go.
That would be tragic. Can you imagine, like, somebody lose his headshot camera because they were just goofing around and accidentally hit an Eggman? Oh, I was going to say, there you go. So here we go. Niczur with the clean elevator clip and the door clip again. Strong start to hot shelter for him.
Alpha
He's
going
jumping across his bed.
Oh, does not get the clip.
Oh, a little bit of time lost there.
Getting a little bit stuck on the cranker. I go left 1, right 3. That password's so easy to remember that anyone can do it.
It's a bit like like a PIN number for somebody's bank details. If anybody wants to share any of that, Any bank details in chat?
Yeah, any bank details, it would help with the run.
It would really help with the run, guys. If you could just give me your bank details real quick.
Niczur going right side this time and falling.
Oh, yeah, indeed. So, small little hiccups here. Alpha's slowly getting his way back towards Niczur now. See if he can nail this door. Coming in nice and early.
Queen.
Lovely stuff there. I'm expecting a flawless couple of puzzle skips here as well.
Oh, amazing left side by Alpha. Niczur's lining up for pasta. Wouldn't ever miss it for the world.
Oh, and the little flick off there. That's fantastic. Alpha did miss the door in the last race.
Gets over it this time. Woo.
And here we go. And cleanly through with the wall run as well. Coming on down. Alpha also out with that pasta. Lovely stuff.
It won 48.
Well, not quite the inhuman level that we saw in the last race, but still pretty inhuman. There's definitely like a little bit of alien in this man somewhere. Oh no, Alpha again missing at the first time asking.
No!
And the backup not working either. There we go. Third try. Really unfortunate. That skip can really kick any runner from like the bottom to the top level.
154 from Alpha as well.
Shout out to Nimputs for dropping his bank details in chat.
Thank you.
Really helps out the stream. Let me just screenshot that real quick. Well, here we go. So, Niczur coming toward. There's some gaming going on right now, I'm sure.
Niczur, first on the cart, no craft.
Coming on down now. Final leg. This could be big. Final leg could be absolutely huge.
As the chat races themselves any percent Nim's bank information.
Yeah. You can take every penny out of that man's account the quickest. It's a free-for-all right now.
Niczur,
here we go.
Great line through the jungle. Good entrance in the final leg.
Cleanly into that egg. And now here we go. Coming on by.
Good line for Alpha.
Looking clean enough through the jungle so far, yep. And will we see a banana clip? Will we see wall floating?
This is so scary. Doors and banana clip this late.
What's about to happen? Here we go.
Still have Knuckles left. As Niczur gets banana clip. Can he complete the wall float?
Oh. It's gonna be big.
Misses the second try.
Oh.
Misses the third.
Oh no. Alpha's catching up here. Here we go, we're moving.
Fourth try. It's not over until it's over, though. Once he gets to the top, he still has to get the clip, and he does.
Nicely done.
Now, can Alpha get through? Alpha does not clip.
It's going to have to take the Ellie. Still going to be... How many attempts would it have taken for...
With all those mistakes, this might be about equal.
Well, it's not first door, so we've got a couple more to go. Let's have a little look now. Second door, no.
Second door.
This is looking better and better for Alpha with each passing door. It's not. Could we be a double pasta here? Let's have a look.
It's fourth door.
Fourth door, so let's see now. Alpha's still going to be behind here, even if he gets first door. By a decent little margin, but...
Yeah, Niczur finishing up at 1740. As Alpha now reaching the... There's no nice way to put this. Just the damn doors. Just hate these
if Alpha
things.
can get first door, this could be big.
Yeah, door one. Come on, door two. Oh no.
Oh, surely it's not gonna happen. Surely it's not gonna happen to Alpha. No.
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 Oh. That's so unfortunate.
Door
that's
5.
So cruel.
That's not only is it cruel, it's a bad omen because we still have Knuckles.
That's so cruel for Alpha. That what looked like a real opportunity for him to at least close the gap slightly. That's just nasty. And Niczur's basically a whole jungle ahead right now. Is that going to be the killing blow in this entire tournament? You would hate to see it, but we have still got a whole category of RNG ahead of us.
It might not be the killing blow just yet. We still got Knuckles.
It ain't over until it's over. So here we go.
Yeah, we've seen some meltdowns in Chaos 6. We've actually seen some animations in this tournament. Shout out to Weatherman. That guy sucks. It's not over until Chaos 6 is dead.
We really should have had the Dreamcast grudge match. I'm sure, like, Hib would have been happy to break out the Knuckles. Could have happened.
Niczur finishing up Amy's story. You know, sub 1930. Didn't get the exact time. Going into the longest and most terrifying story of them all. It's not really the longest, but it's the most terrifying.
Yeah, definitely terrifying. But let's see here. You got some nice enough RNG in these early stages in the last race. Let's see if he can continue it and put himself one step closer to that gold. That championship that will live with him forever. And we get that nice close piece early on and a blue ping telling him where his second piece is going to be.
Oh, it's not the piece. It's not that piece too. He's got a pretty alright set so far with a third piece balcony. This is a 1976.
No complaints in Speed Highway whatsoever from Niczur. That's a solid enough start to his Knuckles journey.
As far back as Alpha can remember, he's been living.
As far back as I can remember. I don't know. It kind of like it's been an on and off sort of thing. I hit the pause button every now and then.
So true.
I just wake up and I'm like, nah.
Oh, Niczur gets a big bounce off the staircase to hit the casino button. That's a great entrance as he gets Sonic's feet.
Alpha coming on down here. What do we got to work with, Alpha? Let's see what we've got. It's going to
it's the troll piece 3, but it's okay. There's a piece close to it. It's going to be that piece down there.
It's not quite as good as Niczur, but it's only about a second apart. And what did we see there from Alpha? Oh, sorry, Niczur. Is that a 15 casino?
That was a 15-11 casino.
It doesn't get easy for Alpha, does it?
No, it doesn't, with a fantastic entrance. Maybe it's Alpha's turn for the IL set.
Could happen. Not beyond impossible. As he climbs on up now.
Entering the casino. Here we go, okay.
Nice early blue
good
ping.
Piece
and
1.
Both pieces.
Pretty good piece 2, and he knows that
it's even lioned.
No, it's lion.
Can still come away with a strong time here if he moves quick enough. That is going to be basically even. That'll do it. And Niczur's struggling a little tiny bit.
Misses the first hit with Chaos 2. Is going to be able to get the cycle, though, as Sonic the Hedgehog is added to the list for Alpha shoutouts. 1243 Chaos 2 for Niczur.
Recovery from Niczur in that Chaos 2 fight after a little bit of a blip at the start. And, well, we'll see. Alpha's going to need to rely on that Red Mountain RNG once again.
Yeah, Red Mountain and Skydeck. 2 pretty gigantic hurdles as Alpha's a certified creamer.
Lovely cream coming in from AlphaDolphin. That's what I live to see.
Niczur with the monkey destruction switch puts it down. Digs for speed shoes. Doesn't get anything. Nobody home.
Is that really what he's doing? That's actually kind of incredible.
Yeah, it was either that or a life. Like, a life would also be pretty big because it gives you an extra reset. 1048 again from Alpha. The consistency on Chaos 2.
Very nice consistency. But here we go. Niczur. I mean, Red Mountain, the pieces can be far apart, but you're not. It's a funny one.
If you know how to scout in this stage, it can help so much. As Niczur now going to be going for the volcano, hoping for a volcano piece 3. Gets a volcano piece 1. That's pretty big.
That's a really nice start to this Red Mountain from Niczur. He does get a little bit of a blast there in the face. And coming on around. Yeah, for a second I thought he got the high piece, but that'll still do. 24 Red Mountain is not bad. And Alpha's going to need something special to make that up.
Alpha not even entering Red Mountain yet, running through the hub world.
You just hate to say how much of a difference those doors made. In the end, that's such a cruel blow. Alpha's coming down nice and early, getting
all 3 pieces.
Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, no. No,
he's going for the launch. It's okay. He knew what he was doing.
It will be a little bit of save. It is decent stuff from Alpha.
He does have to dig. It's a 2026. The knowledge to know where the piece was based on the color of the pip, then go for that vertical launch. True mastery of Knuckles. So cool.
Yeah. Big risk to not go for the for anything over Volcano right from the off as well, so that was big plays from Alpha there to keep himself in this, and it did pay off, thankfully. Could have seen a real big bit of damage. Go right ahead.
As we enter the blue boss gauntlet, Tethys. I've already made this joke. I can't do it again.
I can explain Chaos 4 again if you really want me to.
Absolutely. Take it away, boss.
Alright, so this guy does all sorts of crazy shit, right? It's kind of fucking insane. You really gotta be on your toes. You know, when I was a young whippersnapper lad, my grandmother, she used to say to me, Tethys, she called me Tethys, when I was at the ripe age of 4. And she would say, my boy, you gotta watch out for those balls. You know? When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, if I leave this world and leave but one life lesson in your brain, in your small childlike mind, which would make sense seeing as you're a child, just take that advice and run. Run far. Watch out for the balls. And I did. I took that advice. And so did Niczur. So my grandmother, she got around. Anyway.
Niczur finishing up with a 130 as he gets onto the cart. Alpha potentially 30 seconds behind here, roughly, at least. This leads. Niczur's kind of feeling away with it. It's not over. We still do have Skydeck. We still do have Lost World. Maybe something happens in Lost World.
Well, we do. We do have those. The question is Skydeck going to be... We saw just how much of a swing Skydeck had in Alpha's favor in the last race, and it still wasn't quite enough, so... I don't know. I wonder if Nyx is just comfortable enough at this point, really, to get himself out of there and get himself one step closer to that final victory.
Maybe so. We'll see. Is Alpha now grabbing the green key? Niczur entering the level. Oh, good set. You know, not that it matters, but...
I'm sure it's a great set. Bye. Niczur, as he said, never learned this stage. Those Lost World times 20 boards are a sight to behold. Shout out to everybody who's ever run them.
No speed shoe from Alpha as he digs up some rings from the silver key. Alpha, before the stream, dug about 80 times in the hub world. He got speed shoes once. Almost every other dig, though, mad money.
That was it. He used up his luck.
He was trying to just get the bad luck out of the way, but it looks like, oh wow, great set. Looks
fantastic.
Like there it is.
It is looking like enough of a lead for Niczur at this point, where he might just be able to comfortably ride this out. But never say never.
It's definitely possible.
Ever say never.
But there is a chance that he has a bad enough Skydeck set that causes him to run out of lives resetting, and then he dies to one of the many obstacles in Skydeck. We have seen it happen, actually.
Ah. Well, here we go. We got that Sky egg carrier cutscene playing out here. Maybe Alpha decides today's the day I'm going to figure out how to skip it.
Yeah, just start pause buffering us.
But here we go. This could be the moment of truth now. What really decides it all? It's going to have to be the Skydeck of all Skydecks to give Alpha a shot here to get this thing going. As Niczur has his ping early. One of these pieces down here. Looking like a good start.
That's a good start. That's a good piece,
That's a
too.
Very good start.
This is a really good set.
That could be curtains. As Niczur clips on through and seals a 15-second Skydeck. And that might just be that. You've got to say Niczur's in prime position now to complete the 3-0. He just needs to finish off this Water Frog, and then he's there. Well, let's see what Alpha can do here. Gets himself a ping on that left side.
It's still not impossible. There's still game left. The tournament has not ended yet.
It's still possible, technically. It's not over until both runners finish, so Alpha could keep this going as long as he wants, technically, if he feels so inclined. Nice grab there. But here we go. We're coming up to the finish line now. All Niczur has to do to secure the victory, once and for all, is get these 4 hits in. There's one. Just gonna start himself up, lining up these throws here. Chaos 6.
2.
At the mercy of the banana-branded Frenchman. And here we go. Just one more hit will seal the deal. And with that, you have your first ever KAGT tournament champion in the form of Niczur. Who else but the man himself? The man who so many look towards as the GOAT of Sadex. Witherman, take me away.
One of the strongest players to ever play the game. Near the top, if not at the top, of almost every leaderboard on almost every category, sub and real. Niczur, the amount of work, dedication, and time put into this game is just astronomical. It is almost impossible to look at anything from Sadex and this game's history and not see Niczur somewhere. Is it a surprise that Niczur won the tournament? No. This man is dominant in everything he does. This banana, he's so good. Where no one's surprised, but it is with a heavy heart that we do see Alpha take the 3-0.
But no disgrace to Alpha whatsoever. Put in 2 very, very good performances, despite having some pretty rough luck in a lot of places. Massive GG to Alpha, who's here with us now. Hello!
Hello.
And we have Niczur too. Well,
hello, Alpha. Hello, Niczur. How are y'all feeling?
Hello.
What'd you say, Niczur?
I said I won.
Let's go.
You sure did.
Let's go, Niczur.
He did win, and that makes you. Well, let's get that 3rd emblem in there. Let's make it official. Let's get it up. Give the man the gold.
Oh yeah, I will. I'm gonna make it official right now.
Here it comes.
I'm gonna give him the gold. There we go. Give me a second. Because it's online. It's an online gold. I cannot do much right now, but struggle a bit. Add members, and there we go. All right, Niczur, if you go into the Static Discord right now, you have the gold emblem, bro. Congratulations, you're the KAGT2022 champion.
Let's go. Massive GG to both of you, it has to be said. Alpha, you really did put in a really, really valiant performance there with 2 really strong times, despite some really harsh luck in that last race, it has to be said.
Yeah, I expected it. I'm not the luckiest person when it comes to tournaments, and just in runs in general, I have to grind a lot to get some luck going, but when the luck comes in, it goes in. That's how it goes.
Yeah,
Door
for sure.
5 hurt.
Oh, that was just painful, honestly, because that was really, really like a chance to see that gap close, especially going into Knuckles. But we saw Niczur get fourth door, and then we were like, okay, here's a chance for Alpha, and just with each passing door, we were like, oh no, oh no.
I mean,
but GG's either way.
it happens, you know. It's how it is, and I'm just glad that I was in Grants facing Niczur again.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just a good experience, and I love just little tournaments like that, or just any tournaments that involves the community. I think it's fun. I think
For sure.
the communities need this. They definitely need this because I know some people grind and they don't really have a place to put their minds. You know, they don't really have how can I say it? They don't really have uh a place to really put like as a show off all the things that they did, all the experiments, all the innovative stuff that they put into the game, you know. Like sometimes they will push for times, but then when RNG comes in or like something comes in, you never know like what you're worth. And these tournaments sometimes will really help you gain a lot of confidence and make you feel better about how you're playing. And also you're talking to everyone in the community who all have a good time, so I like them.
Yeah, really. Couldn't have put it any better myself. I don't think anybody could. So yeah, absolutely. Congratulations on your third final appearance in as many tournaments. So that's nothing to be scoffed at all.
Yeah, I finished first in the Tails mini tournament, second in KG, and third in Sonic Stories. So I'm really happy about my performances in tournaments these times around. But wait, just before we go a little bit further, can I please show off something? I mean, we're talking about tournaments right now, right?
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
true.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, we're back.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't know that was coming.
Yeah, welcome.